My 23M girlfriend, 23F, is putting extreme pressure on me to marry her ASAP out of nowhere. How do I go about this? I have dated my current girlfriend for approximate 2.5 years. I love her deeply, even though she is a little crazy sometimes. Anyway, we met my second year of college. I just graduated 2 weeks ago and moved back to my home city, where I got a promising job offer, about 2 hours away from my school. My girlfriend still has 2 semesters left. Since I returned home, my girlfriend has literally not had a single full conversation with me. Everything I try to talk to her about ends with her saying something like, "You need to marry me now." "You won't marry me, you're abandoning me." "You must marry me now." She started amping up the pressure for me to marry her for the month or 2 before I graduated, but this is reaching another level. She is saying I have to marry her, and if I don't, she will go and marry someone else. Her mother has friends who want to marry their sons to her. For context, she is a U.S. citizen, and so am I. I'm pretty poor, I own nothing, and her family has a ton of assets. She never spoke this way up until a couple months ago. Hell, she even said in the past, she doesn't even care if we never get married. I try to explain to her that I'm not ready at all. I just turned 23, I just graduated, I'm broke. I'd if I'll still be working this job 1 year from now. I'm not ready, and her insistence is kind of pushing me away. I don't know if this is salvageable. I don't want to throw away 3 great years of my life. Edit, texting her as we speak. She says 2 reasons. A, this is what we have always planned. We always said we'll get married one day, but we never set a timetable. B, it's what her family expects. Which is valid, okay, but it's weird that this behavior is coming out of nowhere past couple weeks. Thank you guys for responding to me. I appreciate it. Ask her to explain why the urgency, and to be honest about it. Is she in danger of being married off? Pregnant? Health insurance issues? Taxes? Secret debt? Brain tumor? There are so many reasons it could be, but you have to ask her first. We can't tell you what she thinks. 3 years is a long time, but 23 is young. You're not ready. End of story. I'd move on. My boyfriend, 34 male, is demanding I contact a friend from the past. I am 28F. Together 1 year. Do I do it or stand my ground? My boyfriend, 34, and I, 28, have been together around a year. In my home, I have multiple pictures of people that have meant a lot to me in my life, even if they are no longer part of it. Relevant to this, a picture of my son and his father, who I am very amicable with, and have had no history with since we split up around 7 years ago. And a few male friends, one of which moved abroad about 2 years ago, and I haven't seen him since. These pictures have never been a problem in our relationship, but for the first time my partner got angry at me at the fact that there was men on my wall and my son's father. He got extremely angry and ignored me for most of the day. I wanted to reassure him, so I took all those photos down and I told him he had nothing to worry about, and if he made me aware sooner I would have removed them. I found it so strange in the whole time we've been together, he's never once mentioned it, but randomly yesterday it became an issue. After ignoring me all day he apologized, and I reassured him that there was nothing to worry about. He asked me if I'd slept with any of the men on the wall, and I said apart from my son's dad when we were together, no. I woke up this morning feeling really sad and deflated, and I think this riled him up. He felt that we should have both moved on from the situation, and he was angry at the fact I hadn't. This led to him bringing it all up again. He then stormed in on me on the shower, and said that he doesn't believe me that I have no history with any other men on the wall, and demanded I show my messages to them all. He was so angry, so I said I wouldn't give him my phone, but I would happily scroll through my phone in front of him and show him what he wanted to see, which I did. He said that this was guilty in itself, so I'm looking for reassurance that it wasn't, considering I was happy to show him everything. I just didn't want him to hold my phone in case he smashed it. All the messages were platonic, and the only time I sent heart messages were to pictures of their kids, for example. One of my male friends who moved abroad, I had shown him all the Instagram messages, so he asked to see the WhatsApp messages. I had deleted the WhatsApp messages years prior. To be honest, I have no idea why. I used to delete messages all the time on WhatsApp. He's demanding I contact this person to retrieve all the deleted messages to prove that nothing had ever happened between us. He's saying if I can't prove my innocence, then the relationship is over. I'm trying to explain that it shouldn't come to this, and that he should be taking my word and trusting me. I've never done anything wrong in the relationship, and I have always been loyal and honest. It's also ridiculous that this is stemmed from pictures on my wall. Regardless of that, this particular person, he wants to see the messages I haven't messaged in years. He since moved to another country, and I don't even have his new phone number, so that again proves I wouldn't have been able to message him on WhatsApp since he left the country. I'm so stressed, and I don't know what to do. I don't want to reach out to this person because it's humiliating, but I also don't want to lose my partner. This has come from nowhere, and nothing like this has ever happened before. Get rid of him. If you stay, you will regret it for the rest of your life. This person is abusive. Normal, healthy relationships have trust. Leave immediately. Why are you worried about him smashing phone? That's a red flag. Why won't boyfriend, 28M, propose to me, 27F, after almost 7 years? Please help, folded hands. Context. I, 27F, have been dating my boyfriend, 28M, for over 6.5 years. We have been through a global pandemic, long distance, a very hard death in my family, moving across the country, and a bunch of ups and downs, but have always made it through stronger than ever. I was his second girlfriend, and his first everything, except kissing. He was a pretty horrible boyfriend the first year we dated, since he only had about a month of dating experience before me and didn't exactly understand the idea of partnership. We've broken up several times, first, him not being mature or ready for a relationship, second, him signing a work contract to move across the country and not telling me or his family, and third, him lying to me about more and more little things and saying he'll propose by New Year's Eve for the last 3 years, but never actually doing it. My friends and family think I'm crazy for still giving him chances to better himself and our relationship, but I truly love this man. He's my best friend. Over the course of our relationship, I have seen him grow up and mature. He now no longer takes me for granted and respects me and all I contribute to the relationship. He is very introverted and keeps to himself for the most part. I am his closest friend since he keeps most people at a distance. For more context, he is an accountant and is very hesitant to spend his money. My question. He used to say after a year of living together he would propose. However, it's been 3 years living together and he still hasn't proposed. He promises he is going to propose between Valentine's Day and my birthday, a few days after Valentine's Day, but still has no ring and nothing planned. Is this normal? I know he doesn't like the idea of dropping thousands of dollars on an engagement ring, so I joke and say he can propose with a ring pop, and I'd say yes. To me, it isn't about money. It's about love and commitment to each other. I don't have expensive taste whatsoever, so an inexpensive ring would be perfect for both of us. I said he can even buy a cheap ring off Amazon, if that would be less of a financial burden. I even showed him some super cute ones I liked. We have also gone ring shopping twice BTW. Still, he hasn't bought any ring, not even a cheap Amazon ring. He also said he hasn't finalized a proposal plan or really planned much. I know he's one to procrastinate, but it hurts me. This is our future. It's committing to a lifetime with me, and I just don't feel someone who truly loves me and wants to spend their life with me will continue to put it off like this. Are men just super weird about proposals? Is it bad I'm so hurt by this? I just want to feel that sense of security. I don't feel it at all. It's like I am not a top priority or something. Everything comes down to money with him, accountant things, but he knows it's never about money to me. I want to feel important and valued enough as a partner that he will go out of his way for such an important moment. Uneasy face. Please help me understand, if you can. Thank you so much. Reddit to the rescue, haha. He doesn't want to marry you, uneasy face. If he wanted to, he would. He clearly does not want to. He is staying out of convenience, but he does not think you are the one. I hate that he keeps lying, and you keep believing him. Your family is very right. Why would you want to marry him if he doesn't make you feel valued and important? That's the real question. You've given him enough. Set a move-out date and go. About to try for a baby, but I 33M. Found concerning texts between my wife, 33F, and her coworker, 60M. Hi all, I'm looking for outside perspective because I'm struggling with what to do next. I'm 33M, and my wife is 33F. We've been together 7 years and married 4.5. We have a strong relationship overall and are actively planning to have a baby. I recently paid $3,400 for a vasectomy reversal, scheduled for March, and we've both been excited about this next chapter. My wife is best friends with a coworker, I'll call him Davis. They work in the same department at our company, I work in a different one that they've known each other longer than my wife and I have been together. Davy is married, and I have never really had cause for concern. We are friendly and get along well when together. I've never had an issue with their friendship, and I'm not possessive. She's fine with my female friends, and I've always trusted her. Here's the uncomfortable part. Today, while trying to resend myself travel details for an upcoming family trip, I opened her phone. We know each other's passwords and regularly use each other's phones when needed. While doing that, I noticed a text preview that felt off. Against my better judgment, I looked at the conversation. This is not something I've ever done before, and I feel conflicted about it. They text nearly every day. They call each other handsome, gorgeous, send frequent selfies, and regularly say, "I love you," and "I miss you." They see each other at work 4 to 5 days a week, and also hang out outside of work, so the amount of emotional closeness surprised me. Some "I miss you" messages are sent after work, or when one of them is sick or on vacation, which felt strange given how much time they already spend together. For context, I do say, "I love you" platonically with close friends, so I don't think the phrase itself is always romantic. But the tone of these messages felt different, more intimate and flirtatious. I searched the conversation for the word love and found it used frequently, along with compliments about his looks and heart eye emojis. She sends him all kinds of selfies and pictures, ones that she never even sent me. Several messages were concerning, but one made my legs physically give out. On February 22nd, she wrote to him, "You suck. I wish you loved me. I just love you, Davy. More than anything I know. But I know that I can't have you, so I'll just let you go. I hope you have a good life." That day, I was out of town for a few hours with family for my grandpa's memorial dinner. He had recently passed, and this was the first time the family was all together in years. It was an emotionally heavy day for me, and she was very loving and supportive. He never replied via text to that message. Within days, the texting resumed as if nothing had happened, sharing music, chatting normally, and continuing the same pattern. I've stumbled into something I wasn't meant to see, but on the flip side, why would you not delete texts like that if you were having an affair, emotional or otherwise? I don't know how to move forward. It feels like she is a different person. Which is the real version, and which is the fake one? I don't want to jump to conclusions or go scorched earth, but I'm also concerned this may be an emotional affair, and possibly more. I'm not here to berate my wife or be demeaning. That's not me. We have a good life, strong careers, and I genuinely believed we were very happy. With plans to try for a baby soon, I feel like I can't ignore this, but I also don't want to handle it badly. I care deeply about her, and I'm not mad or upset, but I am feeling hurt and confused. My question: how would you approach this conversation with her? I don't typically make assumptions, and I always assume there is more to the story, but this seems pretty cut and dry at first glance. Any advice would be appreciated. Too long did not read. My wife 33F and I 33M are planning to have a baby, but I accidentally saw texts between her and a longtime coworker friend where they call each other handsome/gorgeous, say "I love you" and "I miss you," and one message suggested she has stronger feelings for him. I'm concerned this may be an emotional affair and don't know how to address it without blowing up our marriage. I would tell her she can be with her grandpa lover because we are done forever. This is 100% an emotional affair. You definitely need to speak to her about it. Whether you feel you can recover from this or not is up to you, but she is definitely, without a doubt, cheating. This reminds me of the movie Big Daddy. His wrinkly old body with his loose skin and old balls.